There are some sentences that are floating on your screen. Each of these sentences are grammatically incorrect. Can you find out the errors in them and write down the corrections as well in the comment? You may pause and then resume the video. I hope you would have done it. To know the correct answer, be there in the video. Hello friends, in this video we will learn all about determinants. We will understand the 10 most common errors that we make while framing or while solving the questions related to determinants. So are you all excited? Then let's get started. Let's first quickly remember what are determinants. A determiner is a word that modifies a noun and tells the answer to the question which one, how many, or whose. There are mainly four types of determiners: article, demonstratives, possessive determiners, and quantifiers. We have discussed about determiners in our previous video. If you want to check it out, there is a link in the description. You can check it out. Now, let's understand the 10 common mistakes that we do while solving the questions related to determinants. The first sentence is on your screen. He dedicated entire chapter to the concept of relativity. Can you find the error in this sentence and correct it? I hope you would have done it. The error is in entire. Why? It's incomplete. The correction should be an entire. Here, no article is mentioned, but actually article should come. Why? Because singular countable nouns require a determiner like a, an, or the. Since we are introducing a chapter without specifying which one, an entire is correct. And this is the mistake number one, omitting a necessary determiner. So please remember, if there is no determiners mentioned in singular countable noun, you have to add determiners in most of the cases. Okay, let's move on to the second mistake. She delivered an European perspective on global trade policies. What is the error and what is the correction required? Can you think about it? You may pause and solve this. I hope you would have done it. The error is in an. Now you might be wondering why an? Because here E is coming. Even though European starts with the vowel E, it sounds like European, which begins with a consonant sound. That's why A is correct instead of an. Okay. So this is the mistake number two. Using the wrong article. Please remember to use the correct article a, an, and the whenever required. Please remember those rules and then solve it. Okay. Let's move on to the third mistake. Sentence number three. She has profound knowledge in the psychology. Can you think about the error and the correction required here? Here, the is added, which is not needed. Why? She has profound knowledge in psychology. This sentence is correct. The is extra here. Psychology is an uncountable noun and does not take the when used in a general sense. Okay, whenever you are using it as a general sense, in that case, avoid using the article the. So, this is the third mistake, using the article the unnecessarily. Let's move on to the fourth mistake. The researchers could not find some conclusive evidence. Can you think about the correction required here? The correction should be instead of some, any should come. Why? Because some is used in affirmative sentences while any is used in negative and questions. Okay, so here we are talking about a negation. That's why any will come and not some. Confusing the word some and any. This is the fourth mistake. Let me give you one more example where we have to use some instead of any. Let's see that sentence. I have any plans for the weekend. Here, instead of any, some should come. Why? Same reason. Confusing some and any. Some is used in affirmative sentences while any is used in negative sentences and question marks. Okay, please remember this. Let's move on to the next mistake. There were much discussions regarding the policy changes. Can you think about the correct answer here? Here, the correction is required in the word much. What should come instead of much? Many should come. Why? Because use of much is in uncountable noun, while use of many is in countable nouns. So this is the mistake number 5. Misusing much and many. Okay, let me give you another example related to it. There isn't many advice for dealing with stress. What will come here? Much or many? We just learned that for countable noun it will be many, and for uncountable noun it will be much. So can advice be counted? It can't be counted. So much will come here. Okay. So this is the mistake number 5 that you have to remember. Use much and many very carefully. When to use much and when to use many, that we have learned now. Let's move on to the sixth mistake. Each employee is responsible for submitting their reports on time. Now this is an interesting question. Can you guess what will be the correct answer? Each employee is responsible. Do you find any mistake in this sentence? Here, employees is there. Instead of that, employee should come. Why? Because the words like each and every, in those words, always singular noun will come. Okay. So please remember this. This is sixth mistake. Incorrect use of each and every. Whenever the words like each and every are coming, please remember to use a singular noun. Okay. Let's move on to the seventh mistake. This book is not hers copy. It belongs to someone else. This is an easy one. I hope you would have already guessed it. Error is in hers. Now, what is the correction? The correction is only hers should come. Why? Because hers is a pronoun and her is a determiner in this case. Okay, and must be used before a noun. So, this is the rule number 7. Wrong use of possessive pronouns. So here what we are doing, we are using possessive pronoun instead of possessive determiners. So please avoid that. Okay. This is mistake number 7. Let's move on to the eighth mistake. Those suggestions were not considered during the meeting. What is the error and what is the correction required here? Can you think about it? I hope you would have guessed. Here suggestion is incorrect. The correction is suggestion should be there. Why? Because we have used the determiner those here. For these and those, plural nouns will come. And for this and that, singular noun will come. Please remember this. This is mistake number 8. Using these or those with singular nouns. Let's move on to the ninth mistake. Besides English, I speak two another languages. What is the error and what is the correction? Think about it. I hope you would have done it. The correction is another is not required here. Instead of that, other should come. Why? Because another means one more, while other is used with plural nouns. Okay. So this is the ninth mistake, using another instead of other. Let me give you one more example related to it. This pen doesn't work. Could I have other one? What is correction required here? I hope you would have guessed. Instead of other, another should come. The reason is the same. Another means one more, and in this context, we require one more pen. Could I have another pen? Okay. Mistake number 10. This is the sentence. I have few apples still left, so I am happy. Think about it. Few will not come here, a few will come. Why? Because few means almost none. It's used in negative sense. While a few means some. It's used in positive case. If you will see, I am happy, so it's a positive scenario. In that case, you have to use a few instead of few. So this is mistake number 10. Let me give you one more example of this kind. I have a few apples left in the basket, so I am sad. I hope you would have guessed it. Instead of a few, few should come. Why? Since we are using it in negative sense, we don't have to use a few. We have to use few. Okay. This is the mistake number 10. Now that we have covered all the mistakes, let me give you an exercise. In this exercise, you have to find out Which of these sentences are correct? You may pause and let me know. I hope you would have messaged the answer in the comment. So that's all about determiners in this video. I hope you would have learned a lot about determiners. And to know more about determiners, please check the link in the description. All the best for your exams. We will meet in the next video. Till then, take care of your health and goodbye.